Hey guys, how you doing? Hey guys, how you doing? Everything's good. Let's get a going and rolling on this. Okay, we'll do one game. See how we do here. All right. I really thought he was gonna play something else, like something like here. And there, okay. Let's get on to Caruana. We'll do the Aronia versus Caruana today. Okay. Let's do this thing. Okay. Aronian's white and Caruana is black. This is a really strong game. It's like super duper powerful. One of the moves, the reason I wanted to show you guys this is the move that was played that kind of was the move that kind of was the downward spiral for Aronian. Looks like a very human-like move. It looks good. So, I don't know. We'll take a look to see. We'll take a look to see what you guys think, what you guys would have played here, because it's it's really an interesting move for sure. So Aronian basically, I'm gonna flip it because I want to see it from Caruana's side, because Caruana ended up with the win, and it actually was a 0 for such a long time. It means equal position. So, you know, they're playing the similar moves. Takes, and then c5's a big move, because then what happens if pawn to, if this is played here, guys, then he takes, and then you can actually castle at this point. And there's some that would say that because of this isolated pawn, hey, how you doing? Because of this isolated pawn for Aronian, that potentially maybe endgame would be good for Caruana if he played a3. So back here, rather than actually what he did play, which was castles. If he played a3, this whole chain would arise, and slightly it's better for Aronian, but because of the central control. But the central control is, in this scenario, can easily be handled. So it's this, in my opinion, I start looking towards endgame. This is huge that Aronian would get control of the center. So I'm not down in that it's not good. c5 castles. You know what you always get your king to safety is a good idea. So pawn takes, pawn push, which attacks the queen, so the queen has to retreat back, and which is surprising. I was surprised that he actually didn't play there, because this would equal out to more of a draw. And actually I would take there too. Now that I think about it, why not just fracture the structure? You know what I mean? Get your bishop involved after knight, but it does open up a this file here, but really there's nothing that could be worried about. It's a 0 position, so castles, so still 0, 0, and this is a passed pawn, which is huge for Caruana. It can easily be captured with a rook move right there, but and that is interesting. Why didn't he play that? Why didn't he play knight to c6? So if he brings the queen over, and let's say knight takes, right? Okay, so this is actually better for, because the center is actually obliterated, and Caruana's still up a whole pawn. Wow. You got to really be careful when you play those moves. Let's see here. Couldn't he... Oh, Snikes. Ouch. Pawn takes for sure. Queen takes, and then rook takes. Our more likely, what would we want to play here? I don't know. I think I would take with the knight rather than the rook if it was me. And now you have a bishop. Wow, yeah, because you have boom, boom, smack right in the face. So, ouch. So that's under fire now 2 times. Every move has a drawback. That move blocks this in, and so if this was to be played, then I think a queen could actually slice in, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, a knight slices in. Okay. That bishop's about to fall. So this bishop's gonna either have to retreat back, or more likely it's gonna retreat to c7 or c2. Huh, interesting. Oh, it retreats all the way back. Now black's actually better here, so you gotta really be careful in these positions. Now this is for real. G4, like, yeah, I was just like, whoa. I looked at that. I had to step away for a second after G4. It was weird. I was looking on Chess24, and a lot of the people who were talking on there were going, Aronia, go G4, Aronia, go G4, G4. I'm like, don't go G4, don't go G4, don't go G4. G4 is horrible. You don't want to do G4. Now that gives white an advantage. I was like, that's not what you want to do. I mean, black an advantage. It's not what you want to do. Retreat your knight back. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking, why not retreat your knight back? You know what? This knight's not in a good spot right now. And I thought to myself, why not kind of get a knight to barricade this pawn off? Also, reposition. Potentially, yes, you may lose a pawn here, but it's not forever. This pawn will be recaptured with this knight. So it's like, yeah, but G4 was played. I was like, oh no. And then at this point, I was like, I thought for sure, Fabi, had the whole thing wrapped up, and then it drug out a little bit further. But it was like, whoa. The whole idea, though, based upon this, which you had to have seen for white, is f4, and that's why it was like a cool move. I looked at it and I thought, you know what, it's cool, this combination here, knight takes, queen takes, f4, but I just thought to myself, as if I was a player playing white side, I didn't like the ability that Aronian would have so much air around his king. So I was like, not gonna happen, not gonna happen. So I wouldn't really have gone for G4. G4 is way too, I guess, risky for me. And it's a cool move, but it was just like, it's surprisingly the best move in this scenario is here, and then if takes, then you step up. If this is played, then you take with the bishop, takes, and then queen takes check, so the knight can't move there. So G3, G4. This is actually what would be played. So something similar to that. It's just like, huh. But G4 is played in. Oh, sorry, there you go. There we go. Now we're back to where we need to be. That was really odd why that wasn't played, by the way, either. Because I was like wondering why this wasn't played sooner. Because it really puts a a kink in black's footing. Yes, black still has a slight advantage, but and this was a cool game because the kings were on the same file. It's like you don't get to see that every day. This is a pin, so that's a pin forever, man. And I was like, whoa. Yeah, e4 was a mistake for black. But it was kind of weird. It's like e7 was a mistake for Caruana. E7 was, I mean, G5 was a mistake. E5 was a mistake. It's like, whoa. Takes. You don't get to see that many question marks with supers very often. Takes. And probably bishop there is the combo that you'd have to play. Oh, queen, huh? Because now you'd be threatening there. And then so you're playing for position at this point. And now you have an advantage. And really, it's a wrapped up winning game for black. You really shouldn't have any problems wrapping this game up with a victory. And then you just bring your king in. Now, the rook cuts off the king, so there's no way ever that you're going to have a problem. You just bring your king in and just, slowly walk it down the board. Trade off the bishop for the pawn, and you mate with an easy rook, like something like this. Or, yeah, better is that. And then boom, here we go. And at this point, very easy checkmate. I don't know, I think I'd move there. King up. This is what I do. Just choke him off. And boom, mate. That's what you can do. Okay. Yeah, this move right here, surprisingly, this move right here makes the most sense. This in human moves, but the queen to h4 is actually most real to life because it puts a pin on this rook, and then the bishop could always check later. But this allows a reconsolidation of the position. So if there's like a check, you just push up and you fork the two pieces. So the queen came in. Hey, how you doing? So push. And Aronian resigned here. Because there's really no way of saving any material here. You're going to lose something here. So like, if you play here, this rook slides over and you win the queen. And so if something like that, you just take, and you're up a whole bishop. So I don't know, I think I would just come over here and be kind of a little pawn grubber, just take, and then now I got 3. There's no way in the world that I can lose here. You know, you just kind of just get a little greedy, I guess. And then if he goes there, you just push. It's like, really? Now you see the power of 3 pawns. They're just like demolition derby guys, or warriors. And then look, there goes the next one. Actually, gotta be careful here. It's looking pretty good. You know what? I potentially there's a high chance of yeah, just queen. This queen. It's like really, look at that. You know, you're just getting smashed, and then in comes, and then checkmate. And look at that pummel. You just got obliterated there. That's total annihilation right there. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. You don't want to see that. Nope, nope, no. Huh. That's interesting. Well, whoever Magnus faced, it'd be a good game, because whoever wins Kenny's tournament is a really good player. So whichever candidate wins is going to be good. Well, you know what I was really sad about was Wesley lost. I really thought that he was going to draw, because I went between Fabiano's game with Aronian and Wesley versus Karyakin game, and I left that for a while because this got really heated and interesting. The Aronian Caruana game, and I thought for sure that Wesley was going to draw, but he made one inaccurate move, and I just couldn't understand why he made that move. It was he was playing as black. He just, all he had to do was play, I think it was E7 or D7. I forgot which one. It was rook to D7, and all it did, it covered his the weak point. If a rook was to slide over and check, there was kind of like a weak spot. He moved his king over, but it didn't give him the compensation that he needed. This would have allowed the king to, you know, the king was like right here. It would have walked in, but it would have guarded the seventh rank. Sorry, the 7th rank, because it's he was black. It would have guarded the 7th rank. But we all make mistakes under pressure. He only had like 2 minutes left, you know, and Karyakin had like 50 plus minutes. So that's truly an interesting scenario there. Let's see here. We'll do some puzzles. Let's do some puzzles here. Okay. Let's see, what do we got here? What do we got? White's trying to like just pry black's kingside position open, so hmm. Trying to see what would be a good move here for interesting. That's an interesting move as well. Yeah. Yeah, that's truly an interesting move. Yeah, because that does threaten if queen takes at that point, rook takes, and this is a mating threat. Or if takes here, after here takes, you can actually take there. Then he would come back when he, well, yeah. Yeah, I like that idea. I do. Let's see, is there anything else though that potentially, because we have a check here. And if he moves over, but I don't think we get anything after that. We really don't have any initiative or anything. And we gotta be careful here too. Now that we look at it, this is an idea. So maybe it's a check. King moves over and queen, bishop there, and then you can bring the rook up. Potentially that might be the idea. This is pretty... Yeah, I'm thinking that check actually saves our piece. Yeah, I like that check. Don't tell me it's... What are we missing here? Oh. Oh, it sets up for a discovery. That's sneaky. Ouch. Ouch. It was setting up for a discovery check. A discovery with a check. So yikes. Okay, dokie, let's see. We have a check here, pawn push, rook check. We're so close to the final KO on this. There's a combo. I know there's a combo here. I just have to find if I can get a queen here. So check there, so yeah. Well, if we take there, he takes our... Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Here, there, if he takes, then yeah, I should go there. And it's mate. Interesting. I like that move. That's first and foremost. That's he's kind of forced into taking the knight. Yeah. Boom, baby. Nice find on that. You have to sometimes look a little further than you got to, a little bit. You gotta see. You have to see the unseen to be what you need to be, which is a checkmate. Well, let's see if we check here. If he comes there, we have check. Rook takes check. Queen takes check. King up. Queen check. If king goes back, then we snap off the rook with check. I mean, with an attack. But I gotta remember the queen could also intercept Nikes. That's such a annoying pain. This interception here. Arg. Pain. Very annoying. Let's see, if he did play here, we actually can play check. I mean, we can actually take there, and if he takes here, we just come back with our rook with check. So more likely, he'd probably might intercept with his bishop. Yeah, that's what I was looking at too. I agree. If here, you just snap that off. Yeah. If here, there. Yeah, I should have check. And if he comes down here, check. I believe we're actually, this is actually a totally worse scenario for him than he can even have imagined. The check is really the only thing I really can see at this moment that's good. There. I don't see anything else that would make any other sense. Alright, wait a second. If he does go here, we check. There. Queen takes. Bishop can intercept. No. Then we actually have a rook check, and then we got him. Yeah, we got him at that point. Yeah, so checks has to be check queen h5 has to be the combo. I'm trying to see if there's anything else that we can do that does anything besides that. Nothing. I don't see anything. No, the check has to be the move at that point, yeah. And then you just take here. You come back. Yeah. Good find, guys, on that. That was an excellent find. It is all based on a check, removing the guard, and then taking these are all based on tactics. So we should before we do it, even though let's say we get it right, we should say what it is, what type of tactic it is, so that it ingrains into our minds when we do chess. Let's see here. Let's see. We play there. We have the queen almost trapped. Is there any way to trap the Majesty, the queen? The queen. Is there any way of trapping the queen? Okay. We need to take here first. We have to play G takes F6 because we have to keep this knight on board. It's imperative that we keep this knight. So takes. Well, then he could play there, couldn't he? That's my only concern, that the queen could escape at that point. Then we've lost our whole advantage. One sec, I'll be right back. Stay on task here. Let's see, we have this problem here. So I don't know if we just take there, because then and they can retreat back. So then the bishop's kind of weak, isn't it? Now remember this. This bishop can actually take the knight. So if we play here, this bishop could take the knight. And after queen takes, I believe the queen can actually, no, well then, yeah, there we go then. Well, and then I guess then we got him there, don't we? Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right at that point. Yeah, I should have seen that. Yeah, good find, guys. Gotta be careful where you place your queen, huh? No, you're right. You were right. You guys are great. You guys are doing great. Good find there. Good find. Okay, dokie. Oh, you want to try it? Let's give it a shot. Let's see. So you're thinking A6, right? Rook B. Queen takes A5. And I think you can I believe at this point you can take. And then if you try something like this, then you drop in the very surprising attack here. And it's like, okay. And you're fine. There you go. And you should be pretty much okay. Yeah. You should be an exchange up at this point. With enough compensation. Because you can always just bring a rook over and trade. And yeah, you'd be fine. Yeah. That's a sweet combo. You gotta love it when a plan comes together. Oops, I'll put my mouse there. There we go. Okay. Let's do this thing. Okay, if we played here, B takes C3. We can't take with the knight because then he has this surprise. If we take with the knight, he's got that surprise. Then we take and queen takes. So we have to take with this pawn. Yeah. me see here. This is a pin, so if we take, he potentially, if he plays there, we have that. So if we take here, he's got there, takes, rook slides over. Queen takes, rook. Oh, we can't do that. Ouch. Yeah. The only sitch I see is, I think if we take here, he's got that there, and I think we'd have to move at that point. We'd have to move our king to h1, and the queen's under attack. If the rook slides over, we can actually takes. And then bishop takes queen. And I think we're up in exchange after that. So I go here, here, there. We'll just say he brings a rook over here. Takes, check, takes. And then we take, and king takes. And then the knight would probably, we'd get the knight. Yeah, I think that's right. I think we take at this point. I was looking at the line. Do you guys see that? What do you think? I believe B takes C3 is that's the, and then now we gotta move, because if we take here, he can actually bring over a rook with check. So you have to move. Oh, you're kidding me. You can actually take? You're joking me. Really? Oh. Oh, man. Wow. Why doesn't that work? I want to see. Oh, he could push this pawn. Okay. Drat. Drat. Well, I learned something there. Yeah, maybe I'm gonna look at, even if I don't think it's the correct move, I'm gonna look at it again and analyze it. That's what it taught me. So, gotta stay hydrated. Okay, let's get back into the fray. Get back into the fight. Let's see here. Okay, what's that? What is that? So if we remove, if we attack the knight, if pawn takes knight, we push this pawn, the bishop retreats back, and we win the bishop with our queen. Yeah, that's it. We take, knight takes c6, which removes the guard of the bishop on e7. So knight takes e6. I don't know. Let me see. F5 pawn takes. Yeah, the knight takes. Yeah, if we play F5, this knight actually takes. So here, there, takes. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, if we took here. Let's see. Actually, you can't take back. So that actually has to be the move. This pawn is pinned. Yeah, this has to be that's got to be the move. Yeah. True. That's true. Let's see here. Let's see if we take there. Does he have anything? He just takes with his queen. That'd be hanging our knight, so we can't do that. So first you take there, yeah. There we go. Boom. Yeah. Hurrah. We're doing good, guys. We're doing good. Just analyze. Remember, analyze the position. Just always take scope of what ideas could be. I think it's a simple queen takes knight, or queen takes rook, knight, and then here takes queen check, and when the king moves, you go there. You see that? Boom. Okay. Well, you want to go back and take a look at that move to see kind of what's the sitch. You want to go back to see why he didn't play here. Let's see, why didn't he play there? Let's just take a look to see. Well, the computer liked your move, the pawn takes, but the human played this move. So it played actually the second best move the human did in that scenario. And so oh, you want to check that? Okay. Let's go back real quick and we'll take a look at that. Hold on, let me take a look. Why didn't why not bishop b4? Oh, right here. Oh, I gotcha. I think you just take at that point, and then he retreats back. I don't think we have to worry about our queen guards the b square. Yeah. That's why, because if it, yeah, the pawn has to take, because otherwise, see, this square is covered by the knight. So the reason the pawn has to is the correct takes is that here. So if the bishop went there, I see what you're saying. You're wondering here. You're wondering why that wasn't played. And because of this sacrifice right here. And then if that's played there, you just come up. Now you're attacking all these spots. And if he plays here, you just open it up like a tin can. And there, and there, and then see you later, boom. Oh, sorry. Okay. The queen guards the bishop on b4. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. The reason is after that you play the queen to g, and now you're threatening this and that and that, and it's just termination. Yeah, it is. But it's fun though. See, this is all about on attack, and if he takes there, you win. So you're totally in this scenario. It's even worse for black, because now he has a threat of losing a pawn, and everything is just hammering down on him. We got a rook on the knight. All of our pieces are just eyeing his king. The knight can jump in, and then this rook's eyeing the king. I would not want to be black, let's just say. This would be very painful to have to handle. Very, very painful. Yeah, it wouldn't be fun, let's just say that. But it'd be fun to, drop that combo on on our opponent, but not for us to have it thrown in our face. That would not be fun. Let's see here. But that was a good line there, though, Fox. That was an interesting line to look at for sure. It makes sense why the pawn had to take. So, otherwise, but either way, White's totally smashing. So it's like, ew, you don't want to have that dropped on you. No. Let's see here. Okay. Surprisingly, that Ah, he wants to. Okay. He's got to guard this pawn here. Very subtle. Let's see here. Takes. Oh, interesting. Yeah. Yeah, I believe you're right on that. That makes sense. Let's see here. There. Push. Takes. Queen. Yep. That was a good one there. Good find, Fox. And good find, guys, as well. Sorry. We're a team in this. Yeah, if he doesn't lose a piece, he actually loses the entire game in that scenario. That by the way, if you guys are wondering what that is, that's actually removing the defender. Trying to get these tactic ideas into our head, our minds, so that we can when we see it, we go, ah, that's a discovery. Check. Or that's setting up for a discovery. Therefore, we know that this, and this actually works. So we have to keep all those thoughts and patterns in our brain. And then it becomes automatic. And that's what we want. Yeah, I agree. Okay, if we play pawn takes pawn, pawn takes, then we have bishop to g5. Pawn takes g4, or h takes g4, h takes g4, bishop g5. The queen has to go to e7, or e6, sorry. And I think we just retreat our knight back at that point. The only problem with doing that right at this moment is the bishop could take and it removes our guard. We'd be up a whole piece at this point. Yeah, but the problem, see, if we played here, he can actually take here, we take there, he takes, and then we'd have to retreat out, and because he would then be able to take back. Yeah. Yeah. So here, there, and then I believe we can retreat our knight out at that point to d2, and we have nothing. Yep, exactly. Then we retreat our knight. Oh, you're kidding me. You're joking me. I have cheap. What did I miss here? What did I miss? What did I miss? What did I miss here? What did I miss? Oh. I guess I see that. Huh. Go figure. Why doesn't that work? Okay. Okay, I gotcha. Can't believe that. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. That was my fault. I didn't think about winning that pawn. That's crazy. But hey, shows you a pawn's important in a chess game. So I have to keep that in mind to look for every avenue of an attack on a piece even after that. We have to be able to find that. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, I think you're right too, because it brings more defense to the king. Should have thought about that. That was my sitch there. All I thought was retreating the knight out of the way to safety, but king's safety is it's not about material. We gotta remember that as well. Let's see here. Hmm. Okay, the queen is under fire right now. So indirectly, this queen potentially could have an attack dropped on her, like something like that. Rook takes knight. But I don't know if that because then the queen can actually take at that point. Well, there's no check, so no. We do have a potential knight takes bishop, rook takes bishop, bishop, rook takes knight, f3, pawn takes knight, pawn takes rook, bishop takes c3, and I think we can bring home the checkmate. Yeah. Yeah. So I believe that takes, if takes, takes, and then check, checkmate. This has to be the move sequence. Boom. Then it takes, check. Doesn't matter where, he gets mated. Yeah, exactly, 100%. Right on, guys. He can't take because back here. Because if he took here, smack, you lose the queen, exactly. And it's all because he moved his rook. That's the whole thing. He moved his rook. That was it. He got a little too greedy. And he moved his rook. So we gotta be careful with that. Okie dokie. Let's see. We play the E to F2 take. I mean, the E rook takes F2. This rook takes, queen takes. Let's see. Yeah. I believe it's potentially rook B8 that threatens mate there. Because if takes, we mate. He has to play here to stop that. And then we take, he takes, and then queen takes check. King moves, and then we snap the rook off. Let's see. E, D8, rook takes D8, rook takes D8. Queen check. Yeah, here, there, And then this queen takes, king moves, and then we snap. We should... maybe I'm not right. Let's see here. There, 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 there. Takes. And then we always have this for a fork of the two, the queen and the king, so oh yeah, so that fails. That fails miserably. No, why did it have to come to that? So I guess that's out of the question. This queen's a problem piece, so so potentially it might just be straight up there. And then if they check, we move up. We can't take permanently because of the queen guarding it. Yeah, you're right. So here, there. Well, you wouldn't want to take, my bad, you don't want to take with the queen because you got to keep it along this diagonal. So here, here, here. If he tries checking, we're fine. Yep, exactly. Oh, you're kidding me. You're kidding me. That's ridiculous. Let's see, what do we got here now? I don't understand why this one doesn't work. Let me see here. Why doesn't that work? What are we missing here? Oh, he just moves there. Okay. Okay, I see. This actually threatens back rank mate. Now I see. Yeah, this threatens back rank mate. Yeah. Yep. There we go. Yeah, that was right. Yeah. I have to remember to look for the most forcing move. We'll get this back. Don't worry. Don't worry. Yeah. I agree with you on that. It was more forcing because it threatens checkmate, so Yeah. Yep. You're right. That's right. Yep. Okay, so now he's in a pen. He's in a pen. So how do we take advantage of that? Boy, we have a problem there. I guess we could move this rook out. But then he could play takes, takes. Hmm. Yeah, this is really interesting. Excuse me, I think you're right, yeah. Excuse me. Okay. So we have removing the guard. But let me see here. Yeah, let's see here, here. Well, if we went here and he came up, we took queen takes. I think this rook now actually works. Because even if he plays here, you can play queen takes, bishop, and you still have this pin with this rook here. Yeah, I believe you're right. This here takes, queen takes, rook e8, bishop takes c6, queen takes c6, king flees, and then queen takes knight from here to there. And we win an exchange where we should be an exchange up at that point. We'd be a piece up, I mean. What do you guys think? Think that's the move? Because if takes here, then we have check. He slides over. We push, check. He slides over. Check. And then we snap the bishop off. C2. Oh, you mean C3. B3. Oh, C2. Oh wow, you're right. That does put a kink in things, doesn't it? Wow. Yeah. Yeah, I'm in agreement with you on that. Boom. Yay. Hurrah. Good find there, guys. That was a stellar move. You gotta love those type of takedowns. Those are fun to go through. Yeah. Let's see here. Trying to see if we have anything. Some reason I was thinking, uh-oh, no, don't lag on me, come on. There we go. Some reason my mouse had a sitch. It wouldn't move. What is that? He's gonna have to go. That's mate. Wow. Wait a second. Drat, he's up in exchange after all that. Uh, yeah, you were right on taking. That was my fault. That was me right there. That was, well, you guys were right on that. I thought it ended in mate, but I forgot. I miscalculated it as me that the bishop can intercept. I have to make sure that the line works because it shouldn't have been that easy. It's okay. It's okay. Let's see here. Okay, dokie. If we play knight check there. As if, and then you can't play the so here. So he's actually gonna have to take and then take. King comes up, takes, king takes, and then rook takes rook. I think that's it. What do you guys think? I think it's knight g3 is the move. Trying to see if there's anything else that can be done. Nope. Like this. Well, if he's in check, he, yeah. Well, if we play here, he'll take, and then it takes. I guess he could intercept with his bishop at that point. Like a6. See, I see that check's there, and if the king moves here, it's actually mate. So he has to actually take at this point. And then we take there. When the king comes up, we actually take with our bishop. I think we win a piece. I believe that's knight g3 is the move. I don't see anything else. I don't see anything else that could be. Yeah, I like it. A6 is interesting. That is an interesting idea. But see, he's got one sitch though. If we go a6, he does have that. F4. I believe F4 potentially is his idea. Because then it double attacks our knight, and we're only defended once. Also attacks our bishop too. So I think it's a force that this has to be played. Oh, really? You gotta be joke. Why? I don't understand why this doesn't work. And then takes. Then a6. Oh, maybe it's because knight takes. Then. Oh no. Then we. Oh, ouch. Yeah. And then okay. Then we lose the exchange. So rook takes, then takes there. Actually, he's not going to take there. He's probably going to take here. And then we can take there. Then king takes. And more likely we'll just fortify that position there. Yeah. Yeah, we can't take this because here. So we have to move up. We are. I'm thinking that first candidate move is rook b8. That threatens mate on h8. So potentially he'd have to play pawn, bishop to block that. So I don't know if that moment that works. Well, we could play there. Let me see here. If we played here, bishop blocks, bishop there. If he checks, we'd have to come up over here. You come up over there, not there, because that would allow a check there. So if we played queen, not bishop, rook b8, bishop g8, bishop c4, rook d1, check, and then king h2. I believe that's it. So that's one line. Is there anything else that... Yeah. Me too, so... There we go. Well, let's see here. It's all about patterns, you know. The patterns are the way of doing it. It's board vision. Let's see here. Oh boy. Let's see, what do we got here? Too easy? Yeah. I like Bobby Fischer's response to how many moves can you see? One move more than my opponent, and it's always the right one. Or I think he said correct one. They asked him how many moves he saw ahead of his opponent. One move farther. And he wasn't lying. They thought he was being arrogant and rude, but he wasn't. He was telling the truth. But that wasn't what they wanted to hear. They wanted to hear like, "Oh yes, I could see 20 moves in the future." Sometimes all you need to do is to see 3 to 4 in the future, and those 3 to 4 equal checkmate. So I always say this: it depends on the situation on the board as to how many I need to see into the future. Let's see here. Cool. Well, then guess what? We're using a cool word in chess then, so that'd be cool. So, what's your guys' idea here? Because I thought there, but then you could take here, here, and queen takes, and our idea is stopped. So. Oh. Then, you know what? As they say, that this is a chess humor. Great minds think alike, then. uh, let's see here. See, bishop takes knight, pawn takes. Queen takes, pawn takes, rook takes, check, king up. So we just basically not had too much attack. So here, there, rook takes, rook, pawn takes. Takes, takes. Well, I guess then we're threatening mate, so he has to take back. Okay, I gotcha. Well, I don't know. Do we really get anything after that? Or are we just down to a queen and we get perpetual? Let's see here. Here, there, there, there. I'm sorry, not my bishop. Sorry, here, here. Rook takes, 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 takes. Check. Bishop intercepts. So we don't get anything out of that. I don't know. What do we get? What do we get out of that? Oh, wait a second. What if we play rook d8, d1? That handles that sitch. It takes it off of this diagonal here. Rook d1 removes the queen, and therefore this move does work because there's no double attack on the bishop when the pawn takes. Rook d1 is the move. Rook d1 is the takedown. No, not bishop takes knight. We need that bishop. Trust me. The rook d1's the move. Trust me. I wouldn't lead you guys astray. It's protected by this bishop. We need the bishop right there. This rook move is the first move in the sequence. And then we play queen after the queen moves. Let's see here. We play queen h6. If bishop takes, bishop pawn takes, and now we have mate. So I'll show you the line that actually will come to fruition. And there's no way to stop mate at that point. Because I'll show you why the other line doesn't work. If you played here, here, watch. Oh, sorry, wrong. Even if you did this. There you go. And he's safe. Even if you did the rook line, even if you did the other one, it doesn't matter. This bishop intercepts at the very end, and we're down so many. We're down like that many pieces. You had to take this queen off of this diagonal so that the mate would work. Yay, we're doing good, guys. Okay, we'll do like one more. Oh, bishop takes first? We'll go through that line. Not a problem. Hey. Why not bishop takes? Okay, here. There we go. It kind of worked the same way that the other line did. Yeah, you have to always make sure that that each. That's one thing that I have to work on as well. We all do. It's move sequence and trying not to force. I sometimes try to force something that isn't there, and that's my problem. Yeah. We just had to remove the queen off that diagonal. Once that happened, we had the player. We did it at that point. Let's see here. Trying to see what are we missing here? What are we missing? Bishop G. That's interesting for sure. I just want to check some out. If we took here, red takes, and then queen takes. So we wouldn't acquire anything out of that scenario. Yeah, I believe you're right. Yeah. Yeah, you have to take with your queen. Otherwise, well, yeah, you have to take with your queen. Because if you don't take with the queen, he can pin. If you take with the king, he pins there. Because that's done. If we take with the queen and he checks, we have knight to h7. So queen takes is forced. Because knight h7, then we intercept. That's it. That's a sneaky. We can't do knight takes f2. We have to retreat back to guard this pawn. And then after we play here, I believe we get like mate somewhere along here as well. Or wait a second, do we get? Let's see, if we push here. Hold on, maybe I'm a little too hasty retreating. If we push up, bishop takes, check. Yeah. Good find there, guys. Let's see. Okay, if we played bishop takes pawn, king takes bishop, queen takes rook. Is that the move sequence? I don't know. Wait a second. If we takes here, let's see. Sorry, queen takes rook, queen takes, bishop takes, h7, king takes h7. Then we play that. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, you have to take here first. Otherwise, what happens is he does a check. Well, we could intercept there. Let me see here. Boy, this is a messy move order. If we play here, he could check there. Well, because what I was thinking is if he played here, oh, okay. So does it matter which one? See, I believe that this isn't correct, because if king takes, then we take here, he can actually just move his queen to g5. If we play queen takes rook, queen takes, bishop takes, king takes, and then rook takes, we've eliminated the queen, which actually solidifies our position. Yeah, see, in this scenario, we're actually trading down to a winning endgame for us. But we do lose that pawn, don't we? I don't know. Now that I think about it, this is a loose pawn here after that combo. One has to be better, though. There's a reason that one's better. I think we could still, if we ever had to, handle this scenario, because we'd have a yeah, I kind of see. So this has to be the move then. Okay, then we'll end here and pick up tomorrow on this one here. We'll pick up tomorrow on this one. Well, guys, thank you so much for all the help. We're getting there. We're working hard. You guys are doing great. We're one step at a time, guys. I gotta say, keep up the good work, because you know what? And we gotta always remember, continue to keep the candidates in your thoughts and prayers, because their safety is important. You know, because those are 8 of our great minds that are there. So we just got to keep them safe. And remember, guys, it's all about learning. Yeah, if we get it maybe wrong, we go back and learn why, we improve, and then the next one we do, we get right. And we just keep learning. And that's the hardest thing, is don't be afraid to make mistakes, because that's how you learn. Just that's what my teacher told me, was don't be afraid to make mistakes, because you know what, it's all about learning. And remember that, you know what, there's always a plan in the position. You just got to be patient, and you can find it, like the Aikido principle says. So guys, as Wesley So says, serve the Lord Jesus, and as I say, God bless, and I'll see you next time on Chess Cruncher TV. Have a blessed night and safe, and have a great rest. So I'll see you tomorrow, guys.